Back.
Welcome to the show, you guys.
And this is the pick. Thank you for watching. And this is going to be our NFL AFC preview, and we're going to be doing NFC tomorrow. So we're going to go by division and per video. So this is going to be our AFC East preview, and I appreciate you for watching.
Yep.
And the Patriots are going to be the first team we talk about. All right, so we're going to go ceiling, floor, like college. We're going to go, are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to win a division? And what's the upset on their schedule?
Which is who do you think that they get upsetted by, pretty much?
Yeah, and their pluses, their weaknesses. Alrighty, so my ceiling for the Patriots is going to be 11-5, and my floor is going to be 10-6. I do think they win the division, and I do think they make the playoffs, and I think Houston's going to be their upset. The pluses, their strengths are quarterback, coaching, and tight end. A lot of people consider Tom Brady the GOAT. I think Rob Gronkowski's top 3 greatest tight ends ever, and I think Bill Belichick's top 3 greatest coaches ever. So those are definitely the strengths, and their weaknesses is offensive line. Just a lot of inexperience and a lot of injuries. Their player they drafted got hurt, and just a kind of a mismatch of offensive line. Their wideouts, I don't really know who the wide receivers are outside of Edelman. Patterson, he might be pretty good with Brady, but we'll see. And they don't have a dominant pass rusher. They might have Tim Hightower be more of a pass rusher this year, but we'll see. And the games to look out for, I think that they can win. They might be able to lose or have a really good game. Would be Houston, the Jags, Pittsburgh, the Packers, the Chiefs, and the Vikings.
Yeah, we're pretty similar. We're right on spot.
Oh, sorry, Ryan.
Go ahead.
The floor for them is 10-6, and their ceiling is 11-5. If I didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the same boat. I got their New England ceiling at 11-5, and their floor at 6-10. Yeah, I think they're well established at quarterback. Of course, we all know that. Coaching with that combo of quarterback Tom Brady and the coaching of Bill Belichick, they always got a chance. That's the deal with them. I think they're really going to struggle on defense. And, yeah, there's some question marks on who he's going to be able to pass it to this season. Of course, you got Gronk, I know that, but I'm talking as far as, like, receivers. It's going to be tough. I think their offense is going to be based on a lot of swinging it down to the running backs and letting them kind of get the what do they call it? Yards after catch. I think they're going to play a lot of slinging little passes to the tight ends and stuff like that. So I wouldn't imagine. I can't imagine them Tom Brady going down the field a whole lot this season. But yeah, man, I think their upset is going to be the Lions, because I think the Lions are going to be a good team this year. But because I don't really see anybody else on that schedule that they necessarily upset. So I say the Lions, they get an upset on. But yeah, man, I think this is going to be a weird year for this team, because they don't really have. Normally, he's used to having weapons, so it's going to be odd for him.
Alrighty, Bills is going to be the next team we talk about, and my ceiling for them is 8-8, and my floor for them is 6-10. Do they win a division? No. And do they make the playoffs? No. I don't think they're going to do either one of those things in my eyes. And my upset might be the Ravens. I think that's definitely an opportunity. And upset for me is they might get upset, or they might upset a team on their schedule. So
yeah.
Ryan and I kind of differ on what we define as upset, but that's what I consider upset. So let's see here. What their strengths is, running back, Shady McCoy is amazing. And their DBs are really good. White is a really good corner, one of the best corners in the league, and Hyde's really good as well for them. Their weaknesses is going to be offensive line, quarterback. I don't have that in my list, but quarterback, linebackers. They're just young. They're just young at that position, and wide out. I'm just not sold on Benjamin that much. So that's my weaknesses, and games to look out for are Los Angeles Chargers, the Vikings, Green Bay Packers, the Texans, the Jags, and the Pats.
Yeah, I got Buffalo's ceiling at 6-10, and I got their floor at 11-5. I think definitely one of their strengths is
You
that
mean
running.
5-11?
Yeah, 5-11. I think definitely one of their strengths, of course, is that running back. Sean McCoy is an absolute powerhouse, man, and I just love how he runs the ball. Of course, the big question marks at quarterback. We don't know exactly how well they're going to do at quarterback. Apparently, first week starter is going to be Peterman, which is, I don't know why, but hey, whatever. I'm not the coach. I think their biggest question mark, though, is going to be on that offensive line. See how well they can keep their quarterback upright and not get pressured so much. But yeah, I totally agree. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or, of course, win the division. I think the Patriots are going to do that. But yeah, man, we'll see what the Bills can do, though.
All right, Dolphins going to be the next team we talk about. My ceiling is 2-14, and my floor for them is 2-14. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Upsets, I don't have one. I don't think they're going to upset anyone, and I don't see them upsetting anyone because I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. No, they're definitely not making playoffs or winning the division. Their strengths is running back. Drake's pretty good. Defensive back, I think Fitzpatrick, Mika is going to be really good for them, and he's going to make an impact in his rookie year. Weaknesses is linebacker, offensive line, and quarterback. I'm not a big fan of Tannehill. What's his name? They used to play for the Bills. I forgot his name off the top of my head. Just 1 second. Sorry about this. Kiko Alonso. Yes. He used to be good when he played for the Bills, but he got hurt and he hasn't been the same player.
Right.
So I think that's one of the weaknesses. And games to look out for is pretty much our whole schedule outside of the Jets.
Yeah.
Other impact player I think might have a pretty good year is Jordan Phillips. He has all the tools. He just needs to put it together. So he's a defensive lineman for them. He had a pretty good preseason.
Yeah, I don't have them doing too well either. I got their ceiling at 5-11, their floor at 4-12. Yeah, I don't have them doing much better than he does, but I got them winning a couple more games. Yeah, I think the upside that they got was also at running back. Like Frank Gore, I know he's old, but he's still a guy that can produce yards. He's a tough running back. I don't think I've ever seen that man hurt. Knock on wood. Hope he stays healthy. So yeah, man, I think they got a good running back. I think one of their big question marks is going to be on that defensive line. Of course, they lost Sue. And it's just going to be tough, man, because you don't really have... I mean, outside of Cameron Wake, you really don't have any edge rushers or anything. So it's going to be tough for that Dolphins defense. So upset, I think they can get a victory over Oakland. But yeah, there ain't much else to say about this team. I just don't think they're going to be very good. Of course, I don't think they're going to win the division. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. So... they got some rebuilding to do. I think they're going to be pretty whack, and maybe they can get some solid picks.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, that's our buddy. He's a Dolphins fan. It's going to be rough, and good thing is he's not one of the bonehead fans that thinks his team's going to be great. He knows they're going to struggle.
Yeah. Alrighty, Jets going to be my next team. 4-12's in my ceiling, 3-13's in my floor. Upset Bills. Upset pick for them. Pluses is running back and defensive back. Adams is a monster. Weakness is defensive line and linebackers. Inexperience at quarterback. Darnold, I think he's going to be pretty good, but he's a rookie. Games to look out for is almost a whole schedule.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't have them doing well at all. I got their ceiling at 2-14, and I got their floor at 0-16.
Man.
Yeah, I don't see them doing well at all. They're going to battle with Miami on who's going to be worst team in their division, pretty much. I think they get an upset over Denver. I think one of their upsides is I think they got some good, pretty solid receivers. I think Anderson's going to be pretty good. Outside of that, man, they got some work to do. Their defense is very depleted. Yeah, man, I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in NFL this year. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say about the Jets, man.
Okay, that's our preview of the AFC West, and we'll be right back. Thank you for watching.